Seabait, Spielautomaten, Kartenspiele, online-glücksspiel. Nesaikingas lošimas gali sukelti priklausomybę.
Well from Tel Aviv, Mr. Itoudis. So, coach, please comment about the game.
Good evening. Congratulations to Wolves. They were better. They deserved to win. I mean, we managed to have a good opener over there in the first quarter. We could have had a bigger margin if we would be more consistent on our defensive end and on rebounding. Unfortunately, this is the main reason why we lost the game. They did hit a lot of shots, 19 three-pointers with over 50%, 52% is huge. You don't see it in the highest level of competitiveness out there in any league. And many, at least 5 or 6 shots that were contested, well contested. But in general, the defensive end was what today hurting us a lot.
Questions, please.
Hello, Coach. You just mentioned that the defensive lack of defense was kind of the main focus. What do you think was the main reason in that defensive effort to allow that 12-0 run in the fourth quarter?
We're not nasty. We gotta become nasty.
Right. Last Sunday you were talking about players stepping up and becoming moral leaders. Who would you say kind of took that step forward in that game, if anyone did?
I wouldn't say. I would like to have my team being all together, and if today is going to be this one or the other one, is still wearing the Hapoel Tel Aviv dress. So for me, it's going to be the same. But we got to become nasty as a team. We got to go over there and show toughness. Today we were not there on the toughness end. As I said, we opened the game very well with a good strategy and a big lineup. We managed to take plus 13, and over there pretty much we thought that it's going to be an easy way to do things. But then they start hitting some amazing shots, as I said, and grabbing the ball. On the first half, they missed 7 shots or 8. They missed 17 shots, and they took half of them. 8 offensive boards for 17 misses is great. Is 50% almost.
Now with Jonathan Motley back, obviously now have the front court of 3 very capable big men, Marcus, Johnson, and Bruno.
Well, I want to see that. What you just said, 3 very capable men, I want to see it on the court. On the paper is everything great. On the court is what matters. Jonathan is not ready yet to play on his level, but he gave us today 7 fouls was drawn on him. He had also 3 turnovers, but he gave us 17 minutes. Maybe could have given us less on that, maybe more, but I'm saying he's not completely ready. He's in the process.
How do you view your team looking forward? Is it going to be more offensive-minded or defensive-minded team?
Both. You need both to win.
Right, and of course, your new signing, Yamadar, who you've coached previously, had a pretty substantial game today. How do you see his potential probably moving forward as he ages and matures?
Oh yeah, he has a certain qualities and certain things that he has to develop. As weaknesses, you gotta turn it out to become advantages. So, but today he played pretty good, solid game, dishing the ball, scoring the ball, and trying to be the best out of there. Maybe he overplayed some minutes, but still, as I said, him and Raglan, they dished 14 assists, which is great from the point guard standpoint of view. Defensively is where we lack also. Getting smaller on the rotations. Either way, whatever we do, either we're trapping the ball or we're playing one-on-one. We got hit a lot of shots in our face, and that hurt us.
Coach, the player that you've trusted today the most was Marcus Foster. He was going today against his ex-team's rival, the Wolves. Did you see any added motivation from him tonight, and what is your experience mainly with him?
That's not the first game that Marcus is playing over 30 minutes. It means that he earns those minutes. It's not because I like him more than the others. Like he's providing things. He's lacking also some other things that we wanted him to have in his game, defensively and offensively, but for sure his competitive mindset is something that helps. Let's don't forget that I end the game with him and 4 Israeli players, and even though I don't want to make a separation of foreigners and locals, because everybody's wearing the jersey of Hapoel Tel Aviv, still he's a player that, as I said, is not the first game that he's playing that many minutes. Though one of the things that he has to definitely add to his game is more rebounding.
Patrick Beverley is one of the biggest names that came to Europe this summer. What it is like to work with such a colorful personality?
We miss Pat. We're gonna miss him for a long time. I haven't worked that much, but you know, because we had the games and travels and everything, that's also another important fact for us, because we're playing pretty much every game on the road. Almost every game for us is on the road. So we hope that he's going to come back healthy. It's good to work with him. I have worked with many great players in my career so far. So the players that they are humble and they know that they're a team of a great group, those are the ones that they at the end be an example. And you know, the best way is to lead a group by example.
They told today that he will stay through the end of the season, no matter what. Were there any concerns from you about this?
Well, that's something that hurt us also. He said that, the other says, I don't know what he says. I'm not following. I know what he says to me. I don't know if it's any kind of question, like somebody's leaving, somebody's coming, how are we going to become a team? If everybody's not locked in, this is what we're missing. We got to be locked in, everybody, and we got to be nasty.
And since you're coaching a team from a Middle East region, what's your opinion about EuroLeague Final Four in Abu Dhabi? Is that a good choice?
Good choice or not good choice, they had the right to vote, am I right? So they vote and they chose this. So a good choice, not a good choice. I'm a fan of playoffs. I'm a fan of expansion. EuroLeague needs to be expanded more teams, and more teams that they have a financial stability and they have a vision. They need to join the best competition in Europe, which is EuroLeague. So we need to make changes. And there, like, this is my story. If you read a little bit my interviews, you're gonna understand. I'm talking about the playoffs, and I'm talking about that the last decade. While I was going with my team, CSK 6 times straight in Final Fours. Winning or losing, I was talking about expansion, I was talking about playoffs. With all the respect to the Final Four. Final Four is something, because in Europe we have allow me to say, a tri-dimensional way of playing the game. Why? Because we start with a robin round system. Everybody's playing like a championship. In all sports you have the robin round system, right? Home away. Then we go back to NBA system, which is playoffs, and we end with the NCAA system. So in one competition, we have 3 different ways of playing the game. What's that? I don't want to mention the different approach into the way of officiating and rules. So we're pretty much saying to our fans, we have 3 different sports. Different way of dimension and rules and time in NCAA, different rules and time and dimension in NBA, and different rules in EuroLeague and FIBA. Also, they have local leagues, and EuroLeague are already over there in different way. So soccer has been played in Middle East, it's been playing in Asia, it's been playing in United States. The same. Same goalposts, same rules. Same everything.
I wonder, what's your opinion on this topic? There are constant talks about future of EuroCup. Since it's not profitable for EuroLeague, how do you see the future for EuroLeague?
I don't know. I'm just enjoying that situation. As I said, my goal is to unite basketball in general. People out there, they love basketball. And in general, though, the owners, like my owner, Mr. Ofer Yanai, that he has a vision, is something that we need to keep in sports of basketball. Like also the owner of Wolves and many others that I can mention. But in order to keep them, we gotta give them also a plan of how basketball can become even more profitable for them and more attractive to the fans. That already is a sport that attracts so much attention. But we need even more, because there is an evidence out there that when the game is being played in EuroLeague, the gyms are full. When the game is playing in local league, then it's half empty. So we are not political parties that we go out and there we make campaigns and say, okay, how many voters they're going to vote for us. We already have an answer from the fans. They filled out the gyms. When it's EuroLeague, double week, they want more games in EuroLeague. So we're being called to do that. As a union of EuroLeague head coaches that I'm honored to be a representative and a president of our group, we have asked for the play-in. Watch now the play-in system, what different dimension gave to the championship. So we are here to make that game even more attractive, that game even more, let's say, interactive in many ways. So let's sit down on the table and see the things that are required to be changed in order to become better.
Hello, Coach. Question important to society, I think. How do you feel about the fact that you worked in Russia, the terrorist country during the war, while many Ukrainians...
Are you serious now?
I'm just asking the question.
All right, please ask somebody else. I'm not a politician, I'm a basketball coach. Sport unites. You mentioned this now to me? How you dare? Kremlin. Sports unites. I have many players that they work and they're coming from different passport nationality. Sport unites. Sport unites. That's what you have to present in your sport unites.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Seabait, Spielautomaten, Kartenspiele, online Glücksspiel. Nesaikingas lošimas gali sukelti priklausomybę.